Hello, my friend. It is my favorite video of the month. It is Favorites and Fails Countdown Time, where I talk about the worst products I tried this month and count all the way to the best products that I tried this month. Again, we are on the best heavy side. I have a couple of things that just didn't work for me, a couple of things that could just use a little bit of improvement, and quite a few things. The top four that I really like, including a rediscovery that I purchased a couple of years ago, and I pulled it out and I was like, oh, wow, I forgot that I really like that product. So I'm going to share that with you too. So if you would like to hear about all of that, we are about to jump into it right now. Two things real quick before we get to number 10, which is the worst product that I tried this month. First thing is that any links down in the video description down below may be affiliate links, which means I may earn a small commission if you click and purchase using that link. If you do that, thank you so much for being a part of helping me, allow me to do this job full time so I can continue to bring you videos like this. The second thing is that I have empties for you this month. Sometimes I do a hashtag not sponsored feature. This month, we're doing empties, and I have 3 empties for you. 2 of them came from the same company in PR, and then 1 was purchased. Let's start with the PR. These both came from the brand Farmacy. This was my first and only PR from Farmacy. Maybe I didn't mention it enough. Maybe I didn't get enough affiliates. I don't know what happened, but I am so thankful I even just got these because I loved both of these products so much. This one is the Honey Halo, and oh my gosh, you can see, like, I scraped this bit. I scraped every little bit I possibly could out of it. I got like one of those little rubber spatula thingies that you can get. I think they sell them on Amazon and stuff, but you can get, I got all of it, as much as I could out of there. Really nice moisturizer. I love honey in my skincare just in general. I find it to be a really nice moisturizer. It also has great antioxidants in there, and it's just a really nice formula. If you do not like the smell of honey though, you will not like this. It definitely has a significant honey scent. Not a sugary sweet honey, but a natural honey scent. I also want to mention that I really love the packaging on this as far as the way that it feels, the way that it looks on my vanity area. It's just beautiful. It's got this gorgeous wood cap and this glass jar here that's kind of shaped like a honeycomb a little bit. And there also is, I forgot to bring it down, there's a little metal spatula that you can use so you don't have to keep digging your fingers in there, which I personally really like that as well. And it's just a really nice product. Now this one really made me sad because this is the Farmacy Honeymoon Glow. It's an AHA chemical exfoliator. Its job is to slough off dead skin cells from your skin to make your skin look brighter and just overall just have a nice healthy look to it. Now I only use this once to twice a week at most because my skin does not need more exfoliation than that. And I went to go use this for the last time and I was like, oh no, oh shit. No, there was a little bit left and I lost it. Oh no. Where did it even go? Like, I want to put it on my skin. I don't even know where that little squirt went to. But my point is, let me see if more of it squirts out. I went like this and I was like, oh no. There just wasn't enough left for me to use for that day. I'm actually just going to put it on my neck because this stuff is freaking fabulous. If you are scent averse, it does have a little bit of a, I don't know, like a planty, it's like a planty, fresh kind of scent to it. And it's just a very nice product. I really enjoyed this. I just found where the Farmacy went. It went on the second product. A little too much fun there. Just a little too much fun. All right, so let's go ahead and remove that. Yes. This I purchased a while back and I freaking love this product. I actually have to look and see if they're still selling this. I'm not sure. This might have been limited edition. This is the e.l.f. Cookies and Dream Milkshake Overnight Mask. I stretched this out as long as I could because it smells so good. It smells legit like cookies and cream, ice cream, but in a moisturizer. It is a little bit heavier than the Farmacy, just a little bit. It doesn't dry down quite as much, but it just makes my skin feel amazing. And when I come to bed and my husband, if he happens to still be awake, he's like, ooh, you got that cookies and cream moisturizer on again, don't you? And it's like, yes, I do. It smells really, really good. So after using these all the way through, would I purchase these? Yes, absolutely, for all three. Now, right now, I do have quite a bit of product that are in these categories, so I don't think I'm going to be purchasing them immediately, but these are definitely ones that I will purchase in the future. So now that we've had a little adventure in my used skincare, let's go ahead and get into the worst product that I tried this month at number 10. So I have acquired this very, very recently, but even in the past week, this has shot to number 10. This is the Catrice Calligraph Pro Precise Matte Eyeliner. This is a tragic eyeliner. It is tragic because it literally, I used it twice just to make sure that it wasn't just that first use of it. It is, I think, my least favorite liquid eyeliner that I have ever used. It is, and y'all know how much I usually like Catrice stuff. This is not it. I'll tell you the good things first. The point on it is very, very nice. It's very, very pointy. The line is beautiful. Blackety black, black, black. Very nice. Very easy to draw the line. This is where it goes wrong. It seeps into the fine lines on my eyes so bad. Like I can see it spidering up. The other thing is it takes forever to dry down. It is very, very wet. So the amount of time that you have to smudge it is very long. So like, for example, the first time that I used this, I used it before I filmed What's Up in Makeup, and I had put on the eyeliner. It was seeping in a little bit. I used a brush to kind of even out where it was seeping into my fine lines. I put on some mascara. I put on the false lashes, and everything freaking transferred to my lower lash line. My lower lash line was just clumped with black eyeliner, and not in a nice way. It was a not intentional. It was sparse, clumpy. It was bad. It was such a mess. Then as I'm finishing everything up, I must have touched my eye or something, or I was blending I don't know, something happened, and my wing just totally smudged out of nowhere. Like, what the heck did I do? What just happened? I mean, I'm moving. I'm not really thinking. That has literally never happened to me with an eyeliner before. Like, never. So if you have patience, and if you don't have fine lines on your eyelids, you may still enjoy this. But for me, there is too much risk of this ruining my entire makeup look for me to continue to use this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it aside for now. I am going to try it again in like a month or so, because sometimes when these things have been open for a bit, they've been used, they've been exposed to air, sometimes they dry out a little bit. So I'm going to give it a try in about a month, but I don't have high hopes for it, especially with something like this. You know, the cap's going to be on there pretty tight. So it may not really do much, but I'm not giving up on it completely. I just really don't have high hopes, and right now I really don't like this product. This also came in the same PR box from Catrice, and this is a little bit better. This is their new Marble Gloss. Let's again start with the positive. It is freaking gorgeous. Look at that marbling. It is so incredibly beautiful. This is called the Marble-licious Liquid Lip Balm. Okay, here's the doe foot. The doe foot is also fine. Just a standard doe foot. Here is the swatch on it. So it does give you a little bit of pigment, which is nice. I don't like the smell. This is the thing with lip products. Either it has to have no scent or it has to have a good scent. Now this one, if you put it up to your nose, it smells fine. Like it smells a little plasticky fruity, which is fine. But as it sits on the lips, I don't know what happens maybe it's the, oxidize something. I don't know what the heck is happening. But it's like a lingering, like rotten plastic smell on my lips. Man, Catrice is going to hate me after the video. I'm just being honest. And I will say when Catrice does something very well, and they do a lot of things very well, this box was just not good. I do not enjoy this at all. Overall, the gloss formula is nice. It feels good on the lips. It's slippy without being sticky. It's not heavy. It does give that little bit of pigment, which is nice. It's fun. It's just the smell, man. I just can't do it with the smell. I don't like that part. But if that doesn't bother you, again, you may really like it. All right, I'm going to lay off Catrice now. Catrice is off the hook. Let's talk about KVD Beauty. I got this as part of my Target Ulta at Target haul that I did, and I tried everything on. So this is the thing about this product. If you like a very subtle contour to the point where you can barely see it, you may really like this. I like to try to give you a positive. I like to, when I use contour, to be able to at least see that it was there. It is a gel formula, which of course means it's going to end up being just a little bit lighter pigmentation. That's fine. I expect that. But I expect to be able to see it on my skin. Like, where is it? What happened to it? When I rub it in, it's just freaking gone. Where did it go? I paid way too much money for this to disappear like this. Maybe if you really look close, you can see it. Maybe I got it in the wrong shade. I don't know. But even at a gel formula, which is what somebody had said in the comment section, well, it's a gel formula. What did you expect? I expect to be able to at least see it some, but it just disappears. Let me show you one more time because I know this is another thing. Let's try it and let's just not blend it as much and see what happens. So if you go like this and you are very gentle with it, the problem is it ends up being a bit splotchy. So you feel like you have to keep blending it and blending it and blending it. And then it's just splotchy until you end up keeping blending it until it completely blends away. And that's why it doesn't work. But if you have gotten this product to work and it works well for you, I'm so happy for you. Does not work for me. Now we are getting into a few products that I really like. I just feel like there could be, like, I'm nitpicking it a little bit. There's some things that I wish were just slightly different. Look at this packaging. This packaging is freaking incredible. My 15-year-old Phoenix stole one of these from me and took it to school. And every time they pull it out, somebody has to say, oh my gosh, what is that? It feels heavy. It feels luxe. It is freaking gorgeous, the packaging. The formula inside is nice. The doe foot I really like because I like that angled doe foot. It is a little bit softer than a traditional doe foot. Here's the swatch on it. Let's just go bloop. There it is. So you get some pigmentation to it, but as soon as you mush your lips together, let me blend it a little bit. That's kind of the color that you're going to end up with on your lips. So it has a little bit of pigment. My literal only complaint about this is that I wish it was just a little bit more pigmented. But not every gloss needs to be super pigmented. Sometimes you don't want a lot of pigment. So what I end up doing with this is I end up wearing this on no makeup days just to add just a tiny bit of color. Or if I'm just wearing, a one and done eyeshadow, a little bit of blush, maybe a little bit of mascara, like those very, very light makeup days, I will wear this. But when I'm wearing a full face of makeup, I feel like it's just not quite enough color for me. What I do like using this for is pairing it with other lipsticks. It gives that little bit of a cool tone tint. So mixed in with other lipsticks that may be a little bit too warm, it does cool them down just a little bit. As far as the scent on this, it has absolutely 0 scent. So if you don't like any scent in your lip gloss, this is going to be the one for you. It's a really nice gloss. Of course, no stickiness, no heaviness, none of that. I feel like we've kind of moved past that quite a bit in our makeup space. Not a lot of really sticky glosses these days. Every once in a while, of course, but not as often. And it's just a really nice gloss. It's just me personally, I just wish it had a touch more pigment in it. This next product is basically the same complaint. I wish it just had a touch more pigment as far as like the oomph of it. This is the Too Faced Maple Syrup Pancakes palette. And I had very low expectations for this because Cosmic Crush for me was awful. I hated that palette with my entire soul. I'm pretty sure it made it into a favorites and fails countdown. This is the thing. Do you remember when we were all dying over Urban Decay and everybody was losing their minds over Urban Decay, and then all of a sudden we realized this really isn't that fabulous? That's what's happening with me in Too Faced, but it's not every single palette. I feel like this palette, which is pretty new, I like about half the shades. The other half are either too sheer, difficult to blend. It's not a great palette. If I bought this, oh my gosh, I would have been pissed. I probably would have returned it, honestly. It's really not a great palette. It's not fun to use. I don't enjoy the formulas in here. It was awful. Like there were like 3 shades in there that worked well for me. It just made such a mess and bleh. So this one is better. It's not great, but it's better. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. But you would not be able to tell that I have green on my eyes. This shade right here is on my eyes. Where is it? I don't know. But anyway, so the shades I have on my eyes today, I have the shade Short Stack all up in my crease, up in the crease. And then on my lid, I have Side of Fruit, which is this beautiful olive green shimmer shade. And then on the inner corner, I have the shade Brunch Bubbles, which is like a pinky champagne color. In the very inner corner, I put a tiny bit of the powdered sugar shade, which is a very light powdery pink. On my lower lash line, I have Fork Yeah, which is like a duochromish gray blue shade. And then on the inner corner, I used a little bit more of that powdered sugar shade. Oh, and also in my crease, I also used a little bit of the Hotcakes shade to kind of like deepen up the outer corner a bit. But this is the thing, is that I feel like the colors in here, the ones that are making this more than a natural palette, don't pack enough color punch. They're very light in the color, and that is going to work for a lot of people. It's going to be beautiful on a lot of people. A lot of people are really going to enjoy that. But if you're buying this for the colors because you want color on your lids, skip it. Do not bother. That's kind of where I'm at with it. The only exception for me is Blueberry Jam, where you can really see that blue. It is very dark blue. Also, the shade Breakfast in Bed isn't quite as bad. You can see the purple, but it kind of blends in and fades in. The shade Cup of Joe just kind of turns black. There really isn't a whole lot of dimension in there. And again, I hate this new packaging, this new like boxy packaging where it doesn't close right. Like, I really don't like it. I don't know what the deal is with it. Not a big fan. I think they're just trying to do something different. Don't really enjoy it. Oh, and then the last thing I wanted to mention about this is that the smell of it, if I put my nose right up to it, I can smell the pancake smell, the maple syrup smell, but it's not nearly as strong as like the chocolate palettes, the peach palette, the traditional smelly palettes from Too Faced. It's not nearly as strong for me. Maybe it's just the one that I got, but I personally can't smell it very much. My family smells it fine. I can't smell it hardly at all. So overall, this is just kind of mid. It's okay. There's a reason why it's in the middle of the countdown. It's just all right. Will I continue to use it? Yeah. Would I have purchased it? Would I recommend myself if I did not get this in PR to purchase it? No. Hello, editing Jen here. So I took out number 5 because I realized that I had already put it in a previous favorites and fails countdown, and then I promptly got distracted and forgot to replace it. So please enjoy this picture of a puppy in a frog Halloween costume. Let's go ahead and move on to number 4. So at number 4 is my rediscovery, and I'm having so much fun with this. This is the Jason Wu Celestial Lust eyeshadow. It's a liquid eyeshadow, and it's in the shade Butterfly. I think when I got this, I was doing a lot more like complex, lots of colors eyeshadows. And lately, on my days that I'm not filming, I'm doing a lot of one and done kinds of looks. I'm doing a lot of, one eyeshadow all over the lid, or I'm doing, a crease color and one lid color and just leaving it at that and really enjoying that very much. And what this is beautiful for is when I'm not wearing any other eyeshadow and I just want a little bit of sparkle, just some dimension, and it works great. It's a beautiful formula. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you. It's just a regular doe foot. It's not very exciting. That is the shine that you get. And then what I do is I kind of tap it out, so it just gives this like chunky glitter, and it just, sometimes the light will just hit it and it'll look really freaking pretty. The other thing about this that I really like is I get no glitter fallout throughout the day, like 0, which is wonderful because a lot of products like this, the glitter doesn't really stay on the eye, but because the base that the glitter is floating in is really adherent, it's wonderful. I also don't get creasing with this. Sometimes I'll get creasing when I use a product like this where I'll just see it like all chunked up. Doesn't happen with this. It's just a really nice product. So I usually save my last product for a product that surprised me, but I will be 100% with you. The last 3 products really surprised me. So it was a tough battle for number 1 because I really didn't expect a lot out of any of them, and I got more than enough. I am very happy. So the first one is from Too Faced, and it is the Fluff and Hold Laminating Brow Wax. Okay, so the only product I've ever used that can do this is the ABH Brow Freeze, I think is what it's called. It's in a pot. It's a pain in the ass to use. You have to like pull a little bit of the product out, put it on the cap, dip the spoolie in, and then
Gently pick a small amount of brow frizz using the paddle size of the brow frizz applicator. A little goes a long way. Close the cap and deposit the brow frizz on the back of the cap. Using the back of the cap, swirl the product back and forth using the spoolie side of the applicator to evenly distribute the wax on the brush.
It holds beautifully, but it leaves the tiniest little bit of a crunch on my brows, just a little bit. So this one is my new fave. So instead of being in a pot, it comes like a mascara, and the product is just, of course, already automatically, boop, come on, focus. There you go. It is automatically on the wand, and I just have to go bloop, 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 done. Bloop, 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 and my brows look freaking amazing. They don't feel heavy. They don't feel crunchy. They just stay, and they look beautiful. I'm absolutely shocked because honestly, I have never gotten a brow product from Too Faced that I have liked as much as I have liked this. I think the next closest brow product that I really liked was the chocolate brownie eyebrow pencil. That was awesome. But other than that, man, I've never liked a brow product from Too Faced. They knock this out of the park. It is so good. At number 2, we have a product, another one from that Target Ulta haul video. This is the Tarte Blush Tape. I know this is not a new product. It is new to me. I had never used a blush tape before, and I am loving it. I am wearing it on my cheeks today. It is a highlighter and blush in one, at least this shade is. This is in the shade Pink. Keeping it nice and simple. The way this works is it's one of those where it's got the sponge at the end that you can squeeze the product up into. It's got a little twisty guy here, so you twist it closed for when you're not using it. And one thing I love about it is that if it's open, that it literally will not close with the thing open unless I like shoved it on. So it's error proof in that way. I have to close it in order to put the cap on, which makes me so happy because sometimes I'm just going fast and I don't realize, and then I end up making a huge mess. So you twist it up and then you give it a little squeeze, a little pat, and then this is the beautiful swatch of the shade. Of course, there's more than just this shade, but this one I feel like looks really nice on my skin tone. Go ahead and blend it in a little bit. So on first application, you can see it is extremely sheer. So you can go sheer with it or you can build it. So there, let me show you the build. So that's full strength, and I'm gonna build it a little bit, and that's what we end up with. So again, that's the blush that's on my cheeks today. I do feel like the highlight is just a little bit stronger than I like, but I don't care. I can always put on a little bit of powder over it and dull down the highlight if I want to, but it's just a beautiful shade, lasts all day, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And my friend, at number 1, okay, no way. The reason why this is at number 1, there is no way, if you had told me when I purchased this that this would be number 1 in the countdown, I would have told you, you are lying. You are lying to my face because it's from freaking Neutrogena, and I can't even remember the last time I purchased something from Neutrogena. Like, seriously. And when I bought it and I used it in the video, I legit used it wrong. Here is the marker tip. Looks nice and fine. That's what I like to see. Oh no. Oh no. Did I buy brown? Did I buy brown? I did. I bought medium brown. That was an accident. Oh well. Well, I don't own any medium brown eyeliners, and now I do. So I meant to get black, but, you know, I wasn't paying attention. This is the Neutrogena Microbrow Tint Serum Pen. I hate brow pens. They usually suck. They're difficult to work with. They're a pain in the butt. I used it wrong. I used it as an eyeliner the first time. I bought the wrong color. I bought medium brown. My hair is dark brown. Like, everything was supposed to be wrong with this, and everything is so right with this product. I am wearing it in my brows today, along with the Fluff Up Brow Wax. And I am telling you, this is one of the best brow products that I have ever used in my entire life. And I do not say that lightly. Do not at all. So this is what it is. It's just a brow. It looks like eyeliner. That's why I thought it was a freaking eyeliner. It looks like a liquid eyeliner, and it does work very well as an eyeliner. Just as a side note, works great for that. But what I love about this is it draws the fine brow hairs, but then it doesn't dry down so fast that you don't have time to spoolie it through. Like you can spoolie it through very, very easily and it doesn't smudge. You put the spoolie through it and it just gently goes through my brow hairs without making a big mess. Like never in my life has that ever happened with a brow pen before. Ever. It always makes a mess. It always goes up above my brow. It stays where I want it to stay. And sometimes after I spoolie it through, I do need to go in with a second pass and continue to fill because it is such a fine, fine line. But after that second pass through, just making sure I've filled all my spaces, I am done. If you need to draw brow hairs, try this because it is so good. Lasts all day, both in the brows and also, like I said, I have used it as eyeliner. It works great for that too. I've no second guessing about this being number one because it really is a game changer for me. I've never tried a product like this that is this good ever, and that is saying a lot. At this point, my friend, you know what time it is. It is your turn in the collective brain of Makeup Awesomeness where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. I would love to know your thoughts on any of the products that I talked about today. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with what I've said about it? Do you disagree? And either way, if you agree with me or disagree with me, I would love to know how you may use the product the same or different, or how you may be the same or different than me that may have affected your use of the product. So like, for example, if you have oily eyelids and this worked differently for you, I don't have oily eyelids, I would love to know that. Or if you have a deep skin tone and you tried this and it doesn't work for you. Or if you have a very light skin tone and you use this and it worked really well for you. I would love to know your thoughts, no matter what they are, down in the comments down below. Thank you so, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending time with me. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button down below. And if you would like to spend a little more time hanging out on the channel, YouTube should be recommending a couple videos for you right over here to watch, including one that I picked out for you special down at the bottom. I think I'm gonna probably put that Ulta at Target video down there for you to watch if you didn't watch it, because it's really good. YouTube's gonna pick the top one based on your viewing history, but if you do need to go, it is no problem at all. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. Mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon.